Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rip left, rip left. 56, Mike, 56. Get that quarterback.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
To kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Green to bring it back. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 15. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 33. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
1st down, Los
Angeles. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, team. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's Ozzy.
To throw again, Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
7-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the flash.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 45 They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt.
For the Chargers.
Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Chargers, nothing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game.
Michael Badgley to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Defense wins championships, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A handoff, it's Eckler, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady now on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
56 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 20, Chargers 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Joe Reed returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
56, check 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Brady will try again on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
9-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. His throw incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
To Evans on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. Now the Bucs are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
56, the mark. 56, check 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Brady now on first down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Reed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Devin White on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Herbert. And this one complete to Virgil Green.
Herbert's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Chargers.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Chargers.
Complete to Joe Reed.
Joe Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Point is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Michael
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Brady. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Jones. There he goes inside the 30. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Malcolm. Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. You're not ready.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
56. Get him. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On fourth down, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Joe Reed with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Again, Herbert. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Mike Badgley to kick off.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 66. 49 for Mike. Watch 49. Down to lose 1. 72.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. For 27 yards there, a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
56 to Mike. 66. 56. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And nearly picked off.
Brady.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Hayward on the coverage.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now Brady. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Herbert now to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
First throw of overtime for Brady. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Herbert's back.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So, for the Chargers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.